Hey, what's up? 11:30. 11:30. 11:30. Check one, check two. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. I assume most people have jobs. You're doing something else. I'm a trader and an entertainer. Um, Still fascinated about what we do every single day. Flabbergasted would be the word. I do a morning show with a couple of hedge fund guys, and they're always talking about what they think is going to happen down the road, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 2 years. Some guys are talking about 2030. I live for the moment and I treat the market as a casino because that's all it is. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme there is. You've heard the term pump and dump. 9 out of 10 stocks are being pumped up and then they get dumped. So you want to be part of the pump and then try to avoid the dump. How do you do that? You're liquid, meaning you're mostly in cash, looking to play what's actionable for the day. And right now, whatever your opinion is of Bitcoin, whatever your opinion is on something called NFTs, my opinion on Bitcoin and NFT is that they're all worthless. But my opinion of the stock market, it's completely worthless also. It's all built on hope and faith that somebody will come along and buy something from you, inevitably at a higher price, otherwise known as a Ponzi scheme. So, yeah, if you want to believe that you're buying a company that makes a certain product, their cost of doing business is X, and they're selling it for Y, and then the stock equals what it should be valued at, that doesn't exist anymore. Because you guys heard of a company called Pfizer, right? They have the vaccine. The company is making more money than the next 20 stocks I'm going to talk about. Pfizer will make more money than all of these companies, but what does Pfizer's stock do? Nothing, because nobody cares. It's a behemoth of a company. It doesn't move. And then you've got stocks that are cool and they're in play and they're what's hip and where the money is going now. Plus, you're getting that short squeeze. You're getting that fear of missing out, otherwise known as FOMO. And then you've got people that are shorting the market, betting against these worthless stocks. Even though they're worthless, the people that are betting against them can't stay short because the stock keeps going up. So they're forced to buy at higher levels. We've all heard the term short squeeze. We know about what happened with GameStop and AMC. That's why the GameStop and the AMC story was nothing new. That's the entire premise of the market. And the reason the market is going up is that the government is inducing the short squeeze and making everybody have the fear of missing out because we tend to only go up. But if you're going to be a trader and you're just following VWAP, the VWAP is the language of the algorithms. And the algorithms are how the hedge fund managers and the government are moving the stocks. So if you're listening to the VWAP and you're obeying the VWAP, it takes the guesswork out of the trade and it takes your mind out of the trade. You're not buying stocks based on what you think about the company. We know that doesn't work anymore. I just gave you the Pfizer. I can name 20 companies that make a lot of money and the stocks do nothing because nobody cares. But you want to go where the money's going right now. Anything associated with Bitcoin, and it's not even about the Bitcoin itself. Obviously, they make more money as Bitcoin is going up, but the popularity of the Bitcoin itself are making these stocks more appealing. And I'll give you a couple. You'll see how some of these stocks might be down 50% next week. Some of them might be up 50%. But what we do is we come in the morning and we have them all on a scanner. And that scanner tips us off to which ones are breaking over the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. The reason VWAP is so important is that's real institutional money. Let's call it the government, the they. The they, if you know where they are putting their money, you just join in. You don't have to outsmart the they. You just got to join the they, right? If you can't beat them, join them. And that's what VWAP's all about. VWAP is telling you you're on the right team. You're on the right side with the they. And the they run this stuff. The they control every stock. They do. They say a lot of stuff, don't they? You always hear them talking. You want to be them. Join them. So the only way you could be a part of the they is the VWAP. This is not investing. This is not me telling you that Tiger is going to do this or Tiger is going to do that. Look what happened to that stock. You had a beautiful move, and then it gave back 40%. So if you're an investor, you're losing money now if you bought this thing at 30. Obviously, if you're in from 2 and 5 and 7 and 8 and 10 and 12 and 18 and 22 and 25, you're still all right. But we could come in today and join in with the they and play these trades. And some of these stocks have gone up 80% today. One was up 180%. 180%. You know what that means? That means if you put $1,000 on the trade at within 2 hours, you were up to $2,800. What do you need to invest for? What's an investment? An investment is something where you're putting some money, you're obviously hoping to accrue your interest or your capital gain, right? And what are you expecting? By the way, if you're on YouTube, please smash that button, like it, do whatever you do here on YouTube. What's up, Facebook? An investment, by standard definitions, my kid's about to go to college, and all I've been talking about here to my son for the last 4 years is that the entire premise of economics and the whole entire premise of financial education has been shat upon by the government and the Fed, who have basically taken over the market and basically letting us know that none of what you think mattered. We, the government, the they, control it. So if you want to go do your due diligence and learn about the company and think that's a way to invest in this environment, nah. You're getting involved because this is the market. You want to call it one thing, you can name the market Tina. There is no alternative. There's nowhere else to put your money, right? This market, the best way to describe this market is it is what it is. It is what it is. Accept it. Trade the VWAP, and you'll never be confused ever again. It is what it is. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm going to buy VWAP breaks because I've seen this happen, and it works 90% of the time. Oh, and just like the fishing, you're sitting there, you're waiting. Hey, there's a VWAP break. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, yeah. And then you're waiting. I guess it'd be more like deer hunting because you don't see the fish, but there's a deer, you're waiting and you're waiting. There's one. Wait for it. Is it breaking the VWAP? There it is. You pull your trigger and you're involved. And then what we have is we just follow the algorithmic move, and you have a multiple time frame VWAP, or you just start playing the momentum and sell into the momentum, or if you're a shorter, you're covering on the way down. I know I've said this a lot. This is the greatest day ever. The greatest day ever. Ever. You know why it was the greatest day ever? Because the percentage gains were astronomical, and every single trade that we did or announced on my website worked. And the minimum gain today, the minimum gain, I know this is absurd to talk about, the minimum gain on one of our trades today was 22% in a day. So let's go back to the premise of investing. You're buying something, you're getting 0% in the bank. So your investments, what are you looking to do? 8%? 12%? If you can make 20% a year on an investment, you're considered one of the greatest investors of all time. If a hedge fund manager makes 20% a year consistently, he's the greatest investment manager ever. We did that 10 times today in one day. One day. EBON. Wham. Stock was doing nothing. Breaks the VWAP. We're in. OCG. This NFT craze is going on. OCG was $11. Breaks the VWAP. Goes up 3 points. Think about the percentage gain on there. $11 stock that goes up 3. EBON. We're in from 10. Wow. It's amazing where the stock is now. EBON, we're in from 11.51. The stock's at 12.50 now. SOS, this is another sick one. SOS, we're in SOS at 7.80. Stock's at 8.60. That's a 7% gain. And then we had JFIN. Now, I'm not going to say I held this thing, but we were buying it at 7.50, selling it at 10, and it went to 13. That's a 200% gain in one day. And then we had Tiger went green. Not a huge win, but still another win. And then we had Gevo. You want some rocket fuel in your life? They make fuel. They reported bad earnings, good earnings, whatever. Broke back above the VWAP. You got paid 4.5%. So collectively, we made over 200% collectively in a day. As an investor, that would take you a decade if you're the greatest investor of all time. The casino is rigged right now. And we've got the rigging. It really comes down to just being disciplined and accepting this. And right now, as we're talking, I've missed 16 different trades as we're sitting here. XNET, MARA, Riot, RIOT, BTBT, ZKIN, BFRAF, and SOS still going. These are all Bitcoin-related stocks. They're on fire. And what happens is they take a day off or two, and then they start to go back up. The shorts that were thinking that they were going to keep going down, they have to cover. The people that sold it yesterday, they're like, oh, no, it's going up without me. There's the fear of missing out. They'll start buying back. And then you got new blood like me just trading for the day. I'm buying it. So that's why this market doesn't go down, because every time it pauses and starts to go back up, you got 3 times the amount of buying the next day. So did the market get hammered 2 weeks ago? Does anybody care? No. You need the market to get hammered every once in a while to give you these beautiful opportunities, these amazing situations where you can make 20, 30, 50%, 100% gains in a day. And that's just on the stocks, my friends. If some of these ideas were bought with options, we're talking about 5 times your money, 10 times your money in a day. It's the most incredible trading I've seen, and I'm going to have to say ever. For all of this to be getting better and better, I hate the word unprecedented, but to imagine trading would be at its best while guys like me, I'm a pessimistic guy, I'm a glass half empty most of the time. I try to remain positive because I'm married with a family, want to be chipper. Pandemic, I'm trapped in my home. I know friends that are struggling. The world is on fire, literally. It's a very negative environment, but yet this bubble, in the bubble, the weather's fine. And if you live in the bubble, treat it like the casino that it is, it can be done. And you could make a living working 2 hours a day. Two amazing hours. I get up at 7 o'clock. I start planning my attack at 7:30. I do the morning show, and then I do my own broadcast. So let's call it, be fair about it, 4 hours. I grab my microphone. I got 400 people that I'm talking to. Kind of makes me feel like I have friends. Then I realize I really have no friends and I never leave my house. But we are leaving the house today. So I'm leaving the house today. Wish me luck. First indoor concert in over a year. Going to a little Grateful Dead cover band in Red Bank. So I'm very excited. I'm actually so excited I'm going to take a nap. So, guys, friends especially, email me, call me. I'll give you a free pass. Come and learn what you can. Come experience what this is all about. I never thought I'd be this excited about trading ever again as much as I was in those late 90s. Even 2007, 2008, as scary as it was very exciting. I never thought we'd be experiencing what we're experiencing right now. And it's only getting better. And if the market gets slaughtered, that's going to be fine too, because we're just going to bounce. We'll have our comebacks. We'll have our chop. We have a bubble in a bubble in a bubble. And now there's another bubble. I'm not going to get into the NFT conversation right now. No, John, I'm never getting the vaccine. I'm anti-vax, baby. I would not be wearing a mask. I'm an anti-mask, anti-vaccine lunatic. I really am. But again, I'd rather wear a mask than not wear a mask. I like wearing a mask. I wear a black hat with a black mask with sunglasses on. I've always wanted to. I have a sword by my side. I wear black hats, sunglasses, black mask, leather jacket, black gloves, and I usually have a sword or some sort of weapon on me. I love this shit. I've always wanted to go running around with masks on. I love walking into a bank. Yeah, I'm here to make a deposit. I'm here to make a withdrawal, wearing full gear. It's crazy. I freaking love it. So no, I'm not. I am not. I will let. What do we got? 364 million people in the country. I'll be 363. I'll be in the last million. If they hold me down and they tell me, Kenny, you can't go to a concert if you don't get this shot, then I'm getting a shot. But probably before that, my wife's going to want to go on a plane. There's going to be a country that doesn't let you in without a shot, or maybe they won't let you back into America without a shot, or maybe they won't let you fly without a shot. I really hate the idea that I'm probably going to be forced to get the vaccine, but I think that's what's going to come down to. If they force me to get it, I'll get it. I've never got a flu shot. I'm a fairly healthy guy, except for my acid indigestion and massive gas. And if you've got massive gas today, everybody, today's show brought to you by Beano. If you like cauliflower, spinach, and broccoli as much as I do, Beano. One pill before you eat goes a long way. Beano. On that note, I am actually going to just chill out and get mentally prepared for my night out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Won't be around tonight for the schmooze. My friends are going to be doing the schmooze if you haven't stopped in. And we'll be back tomorrow. This casino never closes, baby. Never closes. All right. Good luck, everybody. My email is thewarlock@hitthebid.com. The Warlock. The Warlock. And if anybody has any cool Warlock, I'm looking for tattoo ideas right now. Gay. Oh, man, you must have heard that other thing. I reported you as a child abuser now. Child abuse. Gay. All right, well, good luck to you. And I'll see you in the morning. Stop by, and the schmooze will be. We'll still have our DJ. They'll be talking some penny stocks. They'll be talking some action. Be polite. Next week we're going to have a Bitcoin CEO from Canada. It's going to be awesome. And then last week we had Mark Newton. The schmooze is going to be a paid for event. So start coming before we put the real velvet rope up on it. All right. Good luck, my friends. Nice hanging with you, except for that guy.